Oh, jeez.
Hi, short.
Can't get new vice card.
How's the offseason been for you?
It's been good. It's been good. Exciting. Playing a new position, obviously, and you know, it's been good so far. Really liking it, and excited for camp and the season to come around.
How else has the adjustment been to obviously playing guard?
I mean, it's not too bad. It's a little bit less space than tackle. You got to have tighter footwork, faster feet. Everything's a little bit closer. So it's been going good.
What was the discussion like with Coach and Nate? Said that they wanted to
Yeah.
get you shipped over.
Kind of brief. It was just like, hey, Kellen and Nuge, they brought me up, and I kind of had an idea. Like, I'm like, they're probably going to move me, which I was excited for. Brought me in. They're like, hey, we're going to try to guard. We think it's the best for you. And I'm like, I couldn't agree more, and I'm really excited for it. And yeah.
Why are you excited?
I think for me, I think the things that I do well, I think fit better at guard. Not to say I don't think I can't play tackle, but in the run game, especially at guard, I think the things I do well, really I can shine at guard.
What, like, you were talking about like your play strength there?
Yeah. I think just the demeanor I play with, how I view I get after it in the run game, and being able to do that stuff, and yeah.
What have you thought of the O-line so far?
Yeah, I think we've made some good strides. KB coming in, he's done a great job so far. Eric, he's being that leader we need on the O-line. Caesar, same as that, and Tally. I mean, I think he's taken a good step forward, even from the end of the season last year. You can see the improvement, and you can tell he's been working, and I'm super excited for everyone. So.
What have you been working on? I know with the position change, but maybe just body-wise as well.
Yeah, body-wise, just trying to get stronger. I mean, keep my strength. Eating right, doing the right things, taking care of my body. Football-wise, just getting back into that left-handed stance, getting all the footwork stuff kind of back to the left side, kind of how it was before. But work on footwork, using my hands well, and doing stuff with that.
Anybody you've been leaning on?
Say that again?
Anybody you've been leaning on for?
Yeah, I think all the coaches. I think Nuge and TJ, LaCharles, who's been here, Charles Bentley. I think they've all done a really good job, and helping me out a lot. I mean, TJ, he was in Philly last year, so he kind of knows, what they're all about. I mean, best offensive line in the league probably, and him coming from that, I mean, that's going to help us a ton. So, yeah.
From a technique standpoint, is it much different, or is it? I know the fight comes a little quicker at guard.
Yeah, it's still the same principles almost. I mean, everything just happens a little bit quicker, a little bit more. You're almost in a phone booth. So, to me, I enjoy that. So, I'm excited for it.
You mentioned Eric McCoy a little bit earlier with an offensive line, going through changes with some young guys. You've seen how much of a leader he is in the past. I mean, how much could his leadership, benefit changes on an offensive line?
Yeah, I mean, he's, kind of who everyone kind of leans on, and kind of, he's just kind of the main voice that, everyone has respect for. So having him, he's been around a good amount now, but, he's played at a really high level. So having a guy like that, and, him just coming to work every day and, doing, what he kind of preaches and what everyone wants out of, the O-line. So, yeah, it's great to have him around.